Right. Welcome to the first episode of Player Focus here on the Immingham Town YouTube channel. I have been joined by Dan Harrison, who has kindly given up some of his time to speak to me this evening. So, Dan, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining me.
No problem, mate. It's a pleasure.
How's lockdown been treating you? Have you have you been enjoying yourself? Or have you still been working like myself? And
I haven't. No, I've been off all the time. To be fair, I've been keeping myself busy. I've been doing a bit of cycling to keep myself fit, spending time with the kids and the family, which is the main thing. Other than that, I've not done much. To be fair, done no football whatsoever. So
yeah, it's not been great for as a player or a football fan. It's not been the greatest of times. First of all, just talk a little bit about yourself. How did you get into football? What age did you decide that you wanted to start taking it sort of relatively seriously?
I got into football. I was about 8 years old. To be honest, I was never really any good at school. I joined my first team when I was 10. It was called TSB Rovers. They obviously don't exist anymore. I actually started off as a defender. And we was at a five-a-side tournament, and our goalkeeper broke his arm, and I ended up going in goal, and I just took to it like a duck on water. Really, and that's when I decided that I wanted to take it seriously and take goalkeeping more seriously, and I ended up got recognised by like the better teams in the league. Ended up joining one of those, which was called CGB Umbertherm. I joined those when I was 10. And I was with them right up until I was about 28, I think, when I stopped playing for those. So yeah, it was. I'm only a three team now. I'm with Immingham, 3-team player, but yeah, it's been really enjoyable.
Yeah, Umbertherm were always the team that you wanted to play for when you was a kid. Unfortunately, I was never good enough to play for them, but they've had some really good players down the years.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I mean, the team I played with when I was there, every single player was brilliant. A few went on to academies, Grimsby, Lincoln, Scunny, all that sort of thing. But yeah, it was a really good team to play for.
Yeah, that's great. So then, who did you play for before you joined Immingham?
The team before was Umbertherm. I stopped playing for a couple of years. To be fair, I got a really bad shoulder injury, which kept me out, and I just sort of gave it up, if that's in a sense. And I was just sat at home on a Wednesday night, and I got a message off the previous manager for Immingham, Dave Wilson. He asked me if I fancied helping him out one Saturday because their goalkeeper wasn't available. So I went down, played for them at Sleaford, and yeah, I've been playing for Immingham ever since.
So that's really good. And so, how do you find playing in the Lincolnshire League? Obviously, there's a few decent teams in the league. So, did you find it a bit of a step up to start playing in this division, or?
Not particularly, because I was playing in that league with Umbertherm anyway. We was in that league for 5 or 6 seasons before I stopped playing for him. I was lucky enough to win that league with Umbertherm as well, which was a good thing. So it's not really been much change other than obviously playing with different people at Immingham. But the teams relatively are the same as what I came up against when I was with Umbertherm anyway, so it's not much change there.
That's great. How did you feel that Immingham were progressing as a club on the field before the lockdown guidelines curtailed the season somewhat?
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, our season wasn't going too badly. I would say our home form was unbelievable. We very rarely dropped any points at home. Our away form was a bit iffy. Some weeks we'd turn up, some weeks we wouldn't. But no, generally it was going okay. To be fair.
No, good. And obviously we don't know when football's going to restart at Immingham's level. But now that we've got a new manager in Tom. What are you looking forward to once football does resume?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've not known Tom a long while, to be fair. Played against his team, Cleetown, last season. But yeah, I'm raring to go, to be fair. I mean, I've spoke to Tom quite a lot since the lockdown, and we've got a really good team in place for this year. He's brought in some good players. We've obviously kept the majority of the squad from last year as well. So yeah, I'm looking really forward to it.
No, that's good. Is there any team in particular you enjoy playing against, or not so much enjoy playing against when you come up against them?
Good question. I've always liked playing against Highcombe, although they're one of the better sides in the league. Even when in my Humberthurm days, they were always a top side, so I always enjoyed playing against them. Obviously, they were a good side. Not really got a bogey side. I'd probably say Nettleham. I wouldn't mind. I've never had a good record against Nettleham when I've played against them, so I'd probably say they're a bit of a bogey team for me. But no, other than that, I don't really fear playing against any team. To be fair, we're good enough to beat any team in this league. So
no, that's good. It's always good to have that outlook when you come up against teams. Obviously, just before we started recording, we were both bemoaning the lack of football during the lockdown. We're certain that the Premier League is going to return in a couple of weeks' time. Just for a bit of fun, which team do you support? Do you have a favourite club?
Yeah, I'm a Spurs fan, unfortunately.
It could be worse. You could have said Liverpool. But yeah, like me, you must be looking forward to the football coming back, and it's just a shame really that the summer's sort of plans with the Euros have come to an end.
Yeah, obviously I can't wait to get going. I mean, I've been trying to keep myself as fit as possible during the lockdown. And like I say, obviously Tom's come on board since then, and he's got a really good squad together. So yeah, looking really forward to it this year. Can't wait.
Yeah, that's it. That's always good. And hopefully at the end of next season we could perhaps be coming together again to talk about a potential league championship. Hopefully.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's got to be our aim for this year. I mean, as it proved last year, we can beat any team on our day at home. Last year, every team feared coming to Blossom Way last year. We was such a good team at home, and it was a joy to see teams get destroyed by us in a way, if you know what I mean. It was really really enjoyable. So yeah, league championship's got to be our aim for this year, without doubt.
Most definitely. Well, that basically just brings us to a close for this first player interview. Once again, Dan, just want to say thanks very much for giving up your time to speak to us.
No, it's a pleasure, mate. Anytime.
And hopefully, as the season progresses, whenever it will start again, we'll be doing a few more bits on the channel. We'll have hopefully regular match highlights and more player interviews. So keep your eyes peeled on the socials for that. And from myself and Dan, I just want to say a big thank you and thanks for joining us tonight.
No